Hey friends, welcome back to my garden. I'm Michelle. Today's video is about a little before and after of my front bed space. Today is April 11th and I'm beginning this project. We will see how long it takes me to accomplish it, or at which part of it I will be able to show you a reveal. To begin with, here's just an overall view of the space. Let me back up just a hair so you can see what's going on. So today I'm working on raising up these bricks. As you can see here, they've sunk quite a bit into my grass, and you can't even really tell that I have the definition of a bed there. And I do apologize, the wind is blowing quite intensely today, so you may be hearing that in the background. But I'm working on raising up all of these bricks around the perimeter and getting them at least to the same height. Then I will come in and mulch the entire bed, and then I'm going to clean out some things. I have a few plants. I have some proven winners. I think it's Royal Velvet Supertunia to put in. I'm going to take care of this hollyhock here. I have enjoyed the blooms, but I think it's time to pull him out, as that's not really the right space. I will try to transplant him and see if it works. And I have another one here that I'm going to try to transplant. And then over here, I'm just going to clean up. I'm going to get rid of this pot with an old mum in it and just mulch and continue to let the bed fill in and the perennials come back. My caladiums have started to come alive here, and I just need something maybe to fill in this front space. But everything else is coming alive, and hopefully the after will look better than this beginning. But here we are in the beginning of April, and this is how the bed is looking today. I will show you guys how it looks when I'm all done. So here's how I'm tackling the brick project. I am picking the brick up and filling the space in with paver sand. Let me pick this one up to show you. Oh, and I've got some ant friends down here. The ants love the pine bark. I have also raised these bricks before and found a snake in here, so I'm hoping I don't find that today. But anyway, as you can see, it's quite a bit of a difference from where the brick is to where I want to raise it to. And hopefully now that I'm using sand this time, I'm not going to have to repeat this process. And as you can see, not all of the bricks are beneath the grass. Over in this area, they stand up a little bit better. So anyway, that's the first part of this project, and that's how I'm doing it. So I wanted to show you guys that. Here is what I have managed to get done so far. I got my fountain up and running, cleaned and everything. I have all of the bricks raised. I wouldn't say they're perfect, but it's much better than where I started from. And all the way around here to the back. So they're all level. And now I'm going to cut back the hedges here. This is Indian hawthorn, I believe. So I put these in a few years ago. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And I put them in as my foundational hedge back here, so that in winter I had something going on. And I want to cut them back a little bit, and then I will mulch everything. I do have some areas that need to be cleaned. You can see the magnolias dropping quite a few leaves, and it's going to continue to do that. So I really hate to mulch before it's done, but I'm going to do it anyway. and I may cut the salvia back, I'm not sure, just to give them a little bit of a restart. But I came through and I fertilized after I leveled everything. Well, I wouldn't really say level, raised. So anyway, I'll show you what everything looks like once I get the bushes cut back and get everything mulched. And here is the after of the front bed. Here's an overview of the space. Yes, real life, garbage can included. But I'm starting with this side first, and I'm sorry it's a little bright here. We are approaching golden hour, the sun setting just behind the camera here, well, rather in front of it. And as you can see, it's going to be a battle with the magnolia leaves. They are still dropping. I just finished this yesterday. There were no leaves, and already I have a little collection going. So I imagine the next few weeks I will be spending my lunch breaks coming out here to pick up magnolia leaves. But anyway, here's how things are shaping up after mulch. And I've really tried to let the garden come back this year by itself to see what would come back and what would flourish and what sorts of things I would need to do to fill in. So I'm hoping the caladium collection here will put on some size. I do have some random ones in the back that I had tried to spread out back there, and at one point there was a gardenia here, which is why there's no bulbs there that came up this year. So I do need to fill in this hole here. And the end of last year I had Sedona Sunset Coleus in front here, and it was just beautiful. But if I put Coleus in here now, it will get rather large and it would overtake the caladium. So I would like to maybe do a supertunia or something in here in this swath. I bought this little mix at Lowe's, which has a petunia, a verbena, and a calibrachoa, and I really like the combination. And as you can see again here, we have more magnolia leaves, but I did get the hedge in the back butchered quite nicely here. I took it down, I think, a little bit too much, but hopefully it will come back. It should, and hopefully giving it a nice little haircut there will help regenerate it. I don't have like a normal hedge clipper. I just did everything by hand, so that's why it's probably not the most level looking thing. But there you have it. Here's my collection of salvia. I do have 4 in here, and for some reason this guy struggles. And I don't think that he receives any less water. And ironically, this one here on the end is more in the shade than this one is. They do look like they need a little bit of iron to me. I've been struggling really bad with chlorosis. So I'm going to have to amend the soil. And apparently I am very acidic, because last year when my husband bought this hydrangea for me, it was blue, and as you can see this year it's pink. So we are very acidic and sandy here. But anyway, here is the salvia, and everything just looks so much better with the mulch. These are red mums that I left in from fall. And these are purple calla lilies. I think I had about 5 in here last fall, and I've only seen 3 pop through, which is fine. I'm very happy with the ones that decided to pop through, because they're kind of in the area I need something to be. Hang on a second and let me back up. And I planted this Supertunia Royal Velvet here, and I have, you'll see there's a few more dispersed out through the front bed here. But these mums are red, this is blue, it's purple, you know, so I thought the red and purple hopefully will look nice together. Over here I have another hydrangea, a knockout rose. I did another Royal Velvet Supertunia. And as you can see, these are four mums left over from fall. They were a very bright pink color, so I'm curious to see how they come back. But ironically, the mums, I left them in the ground because I learned last year that mums will overwinter and come back. They handled all that frigid weather we had here in Florida, as well as other parts of the country. They handled that just fine, and I cut them down to the ground, and they've already come back quite nicely. You can see this guy, he's the biggest because he's getting more water coming off of this rose here. I have some Ruby Chip Junior butterfly bushes here. And I got them, I would say, maybe late summer, early fall last year. And they are struggling, I feel, to come back. They are putting on growth, but it just doesn't seem like it's good growth to me yet. Now, I don't know if they just need more heat or what the issue is. They had pushed some blooms, and I cut them back a little bit on purpose to see if they could put their energy somewhere else right now. But we'll see what happens. And then I have this one little hosta guy here, the same variety as this one and this one, that are quite larger, all receiving about the same amount of water, I think. But for some reason, this little guy is struggling. There's another Super Tunia here. He just doesn't have any blooms. And hopefully my star of the show here will be the Roald Dahl standard, which is just getting ready to open. Let's see if I can show you, if it will focus. That's about as good, I think, as I can do. Hold on. I don't know if you can see, but I've been waiting a couple of days. I'm hoping maybe tomorrow it will open up. If so, it'll take me a little while to edit this video, so I will pop a picture up if he does open. But I'm really looking forward to how this will continue to grow throughout the season. I trimmed my topiary. I am no master at that, but I suppose it's not too bad for my first time. I would say that it's not even on all sides. This side looks the best. But in order to give you a complete picture of what's going on, I wanted to show you that as well. That was part of the front bed redo or refresh. I got my fountain running, which we really enjoy, and we miss it when it's not going. I hope the sound wasn't too loud when I was closer to the bed, but I'm trying to back up so you can get an overall idea of the space. So anyway, that's my front garden here at the end of April, and just wanted to thank you guys for coming along and looking at my plants with me and following for more updates. So I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a blessed day, evening, whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much. God bless you, and I will see you in the next one.